Assalamu alaikum. This is Aminur Rahman speaking from Shibpur High School, Birampur Dinajpur. My dear students, before this class, I have uploaded 4 classes on narration, part 1, part 2, part 3 and part 4. Today, I want to discuss with you part 5. This part 5 will help you to change from direct to indirect narration. Okay, please try to concentrate to my class very deeply and nicely. My dear students, please look at the sentence. He said to me, inverted comma has been started. Please do the work today. We have got here today. If we get in reported speech or in inverted comma today or this type of word, whenever we will transform it in indirect, okay, then the word will be changed into that day. That means if we get this type of word in indirect narration, there will be that type of word. Is it clear? So we have got here today in direct narration. So in indirect narration, there will be that day. If we get today, that will be that day. And this like this, if we get here, there will be in indirect narration there. Hence, thence, come, go, today, that day, this, that. This can be used elaborately. Okay, this day. If we get this day, there will be that day. If we get this week, there will be that week. If we get this month, there will be that month. This year, that year. This century, that century. That means this can be elaborately used. Now, if we get tomorrow, here if we get tomorrow, there will be the following day or the next day. Okay, if we get yesterday, there will be the previous day. Okay, if we get last night, there will be the previous night. Last can be also elaborately used. Okay, last night, last we can say week, last we can say month, last year, last century. If we get last week, there will be the previous week. If we get last month, there will be previous month. If we get last year, there will be previous year. If we get last century, there will be previous century in indirect narration. So if we get sir, sir will be transformed into politely or respectfully. Politely or respectfully. If we get now, there will be then. These are the common words that will be changed all the time from direct to indirect. Okay. Now please look at the sentence. I have written the sentence here. He said to me, please do the work today. So I have changed this word as this is the imperative sentence. Already I have discussed with you in part 1, part 2, part 3 and part 4. If this is imperative sentence, the sentence will be if it expresses request, then said will transform into request. So he requested me to delete inverted comma, there will be to. So to do the work, and we have got here today, and today has been transformed into that day. So this is the rule. Perhaps you have got the idea, and I think you will be able to transform the word from direct to indirect. No more word, my dear students. Now let's have a practice. Okay, I'm giving you some sentences. You have to transform it into indirect narration. Okay, please do the work. Now, dear student, please let's have a practice on this item. Here I have written 6 sentences. Sentence number 1, he said to me, come here. Sentence number 2, Runa said to me, are you going to school? Sentence number 3, she said to Pauline, I went to Dhaka yesterday. Sentence number 5, I said to him, sir, I couldn't sleep last night. Sentence number 5, Shakib said to me, will you visit me tomorrow? And sentence number 6, he said to me, today I like to buy this book. These are the six sentences, and you have to transform the sentences into indirect narration. Please do it within 5 minutes. Okay. Okay, dear students, perhaps you have done the work within 5 minutes. Now, after just giving a pause in your mobile, just you will, or in your set, you will just transform the sentences, and then you will just okay the, we can say, pause button. Then the rest of the part will be discussed. Now, dear students, I'm just transforming the sentences into indirect narration. Please look at this. So, come here. We have learned from the word that he ordered ordered me he ordered me to go there. We have learned that if we get come, there will be go, and if we get here, there will be there. We have learned that. Now, please go to the second sentence. Runa asked me, as this is the as interrogative sentence. So Runa asked me, and to delete inverted comma, we have to use here if. And now we have to transform the sentence into assertive sentence. So the assertive sentence will be starting with the subject plus verb. So subject is you. You will indicate the object of repeating verb. Here the subject is the subjective. So you is the subjective form. The subjective form of me will be I, and here are will be was. Going to school. If we get now, there will be then. Then. So now has been transformed into then. Now please go to the second sentence. She told me. She told Pauline to delete inverted comma, there will be that, as this is the assertive sentence. And we have got here I will indicate she. So I will transform into she. Point. This is the past tense. If you get past tense, there will be the had plus verb 3. Dhaka, we have got here yesterday. Can you remember, my dear student, what will be at the place of yesterday? Of course, you have told me that the previous day. Okay. If we get yesterday, that will be previous day. Now, please go to the sentence number 4. Okay. Here we have got here sir. If we get sir, we can write down respectfully or politely at any place with the refuting verb. Okay. So I respectfully told him. You should remember the word respectfully. That's adverb. And adverb has the supreme power to set up in a sentence in any place. It may set up at the beginning of the sentence, after the subject, after the verb, and after the sentence. Okay, so it has supreme power. Basically, we may set after the subject or after the we can say sentence, no problem. Now, to delete inverted comma, we have to use here that as this assertive sentence. I, we have got here I will indicate I, so I will not be sensed. And we have got here couldn't. Also, couldn't will not be sensed. Sleep. We have got here last night. Can you think that what will be at the place of last night? Of course, last night, the previous night. If we get last, there will be previous. If we get last, there will be previous. We have learned that. So please go to the second, fifth sentence. Please will you visit me tomorrow? Shakib asked me if, as this is the interrogative sentence starting with helping verb, to deleting verb there will be if. Now we have to transform the sentence into assertive sentence. So you will, we have to think that you will visit. Now you will indicate me, and you is the subjective form, so the subjective form of me will be I. If we get will, there will be would. Visit me. Me will indicate the subject. So here will be him. Now we have got here tomorrow. Can you think that what will be at the place of tomorrow in indirect narration? Of course, the following day. So you have got the idea, the following day. If we get tomorrow, there will be the following day in indirect narration. Let's go to the sentence number 6. We have got here he. As this assertive sentence, he told me that. We have got here today. We can write down that day at any place. That day. We have got here I will be sensed into the place he. I will indicate he. So at the place of I, there will be he. Like is the present form. The past form of the like is liked. L-I-K-E-D. Like to buy. We have got here this book. Can you think that what will be at the place of this? Of course, this will be transformed into that. So that book. My dear students, I think you have got the idea about this. Now I'm discussing another point. Please try to concentrate the class deeply. Thank you. Okay, now dear students, please look at the board. I have written some words. These words are all the time sensed. If you get this in direct narration after comma. Okay, comma. This comma is very much essential to look at. Okay, if we get comma in direct narration, if we get comma in direct narration, this portion, that means before the comma, this word will just will be removed from there. Okay, this is the, we can say, VIP place. No general word can be said there. So if we get comma, this word will just add with the repeating verb, transforming his or its figure. Okay, so look at this. If we get in inverted comma, if we get yes, if we get no, if we get yes, then replied in the affirmative, this we can say word or expression that will be added with the repeating verb. This is the repeating verb. With this verb, yes will be transformed with this word. Okay. Now, if we get no, there will be the replied in the negative. If we get by Allah, by God, there will be swearing by Allah, swearing by God. Okay. If we get sir, politely or respectfully, already I have discussed this in the previous lesson. If we get friend or any relation, okay, this friend and relation will be transformed into addressing as friend or addressing as that relation. If we said that uncle, addressing as uncle. If we get here my dear son, addressing son. Okay. If you get sister, addressing sister. But one thing you have to remember, that there must be comma after comma, or sorry, before comma. The word should be in before comma. If you get before comma, this type of word will be transformed into that type of words. Okay, please look at this. If you get here sorry, then sorry will transform into expressed his greed or we can say her greet. Okay. If we get here excuse me, that will be transformed into drawing attention. Drawing attention. So please look at the sentence. I'm just trying to solve this indirect narration. So look at this. Shumi told, as this the assertive sentence said has been transformed into told. Rana to delete inverted comma. Sorry. Sorry. There was a mistake. Sorry. Here we have got here. Yes. We'll have to transform into replied in the affirmative. Replied in the affirmative. Replied in the affirmative and told Rana that this subject will indicate the we say Shumi. So Shumi is the female. The pronoun of the female will be she. We have got her can will be transformed into could sing a song. So this is the sense. So if we get here yes, we'll have to transform into replied in the affirmative. Yes, we'll have to transform the replied in the affirmative. Likewise, this if we get no, there will be replied in the negative. If we get by Allah, by God, so we have to write down swearing by Allah, swearing by God. Okay, after the subject or before the subject, no problem. If you get sir, we have to write down here politely or respectfully. If you get friend or any relation, we have to write down addressing as friend or addressing as relation. That means uncle, sister, brother. Okay, grandfather, grandmother, any type of word. Okay, if we get here sorry, we have to write down here expressed his or her greed. If we get excuse me, drawing attention. Okay, in this way we have to transform the word while doing indirect narration. So dear student, now have a practice on this item in the next page. Now dear student, I have written some sentences for your practice and do this within 7 minutes individually and silently, okay, in your room. Please do it individually within 7 minutes. Okay, after giving pause, of course, you will do the activities. Then you will look at my video. Now, the student, I'm solving the problem. Okay, please look at this. We have got here sir, yes, and sir. So if you get here yes, yes will transform into replied in the affirmative that has been discussed in the previous lesson. Shumon replied in the affirmative, respectfully, and told that I will indicate subject Shuman, so he will have to transform into had done. So this is the changing. Okay, Shuman replied in the affirmative. As we have got here yes will transform into replied in the affirmative. As we have got here sir, so sir will transform into respectfully. Okay, we have got here replied in the affirmative for yes and sir, respectfully for sir, and we have to change the sentence as this is the assertive sentence and told that we have to just delete inverted comma, we have to use here that. Okay, in this way I have to change. Okay, now let's come to the second sentence. Sharif told me swearing by Allah. This swearing by Allah can be said at the beginning of the sentence or also after the sentence, as it acts as just like adverb. Okay, so we can set it before the subject and after the subject, before the subject of reporting verb and after the object of reporting verb. No problem. And then we have to use here that as this assertive sentence. I will indicate Sharif. So we have to write down here he, and we will transform into would. If we get her come, there will be go. So this is the sentence. Now let's come to the second sentence. Here Sriti, okay, friend, addressing as friend. Sorry, addressing as friend addressing as friend. Sriti requested help me. This is the imperative sentence. So requested meme requested meme to help me. Me will indicate Sriti. So we have to write down here her, and after writing her, I have to write down the first alphabet of the name, because meme and Sriti both are female. Okay, so sorry, her. Now Bobby said to me, sorry, I have done mistake. So we have got here express his greed. So we have to write down here Bobby expressed her greed expressed her greed. Bobby expressed her regret. I have done mistake. Regret and told me that I will indicate Bobby. So we have to write down here she will transform into had done mistake. Now another sentence in indirect narration. Bokul said to me, excuse me. So we have learned here, excuse me. If you get here, excuse me, drawing attention. So drawing attention, Bokul respectfully, as we have got here sir, respectfully told, asked, as this is the interrogative sentence, asked me to delete invert comma. We have to use here if. We have to make the sentence assertive. So I will indicate Bokul. So he may will transform into might have will transform into had. Your will indicate the object. So here is the possessive form my possessive form me will be mine, pen. So this is the changing. Okay, dear students, perhaps you have done this. Now, this is the okay, changing that if we follow the rules, we will do this. So, dear students, thank you very much for having a very nice discussion with me and concentrating to my class very deeply. I think this class will help you to strengthen your power to know the internal function of narration very effectively and very easily. Till then, you take care. See you in the next class.